Welcome to the channel once again. So today we are going to discuss about the energy of 369 according to astrology. Some of you have heard about it, like the Tesla's number 369, right? I guess some of the people know about the energy of 369, what Tesla mean by it. So if you don't know anything about 369, I will tell about the basics. So today we are going to discuss about the energy of that 369 according to astrology, how it is really functioning according to astrology. So let's get started. Before going into how it works in astrology, let me tell about the basics first. Like if you already know about these things about 369, you can skip to the main part to know how it works in astrology, how it is functioning according to astrology. So let me tell the basics first for people who are completely new to this 369. So 369 is a magical number which helps to bring your dreams into reality. Okay, so it's a very magical and powerful number. People these days are using this number to manifest their desires. So this number is founded by Nikola Tesla. Tesla, we know, right? One of the greatest scientists ever existed. Most of the things that we use in our daily life have Tesla's brain behind it. So it's one of the greatest scientists we know. So Tesla founded this number 369. So this number is founded by Nikola Tesla. And there is a whole story and reason how Tesla got into these numbers and founded these numbers. Okay. So let me tell you the reason first why Tesla found this number. He was a scientist, right? Like after some of his inventions were not able to launch and they didn't get successful, he got depressed and got OCD and all. Okay. And later what happens is he got obsessed. He got obsessed with certain numbers, and that number is 3, 6, and 9. And it is said that he uses this number to make his ideas and dreams, his projects into reality. And some believe that he uses this number to connect with the divine and to build some new source of energy. So there are many comments about the way he uses this number. And he also used to check the accuracy of his calculations by using 369. Like he uses the 369 to check whether the project is correct or not. Okay. Like if it got divided by 3, if his calculations and ideas got divided by 3, that means his ideas and inventions were correct. That's how he believed. And also it is said he used this number to connect with the divine, to make, to create some new source of energy and to make his ideas and projects into reality. Okay, because Tesla hold very mysterious character throughout his life. Like before entering a building, he used to walk 3 times. He used to surround 3 times the building before entering it. Okay, and he only used to live in the rooms, in room numbers which can be divided by 3, which can be divided by 3, 6, or 9. Okay, he holds very mysterious character throughout his life. Most of his mysteriousness is still hidden from the world. By saying all of this, people thought he is mad and all, he is having false beliefs and all. There is a whole story behind it. Okay, so there's a whole story behind it. How Tesla get obsessed with these numbers and founded this number. Like I told, after some of his project didn't get successful and all, he got OCD and all of these things and got obsessed with certain numbers. And it is 369. Okay, and he used this number for manifestation to make that unsuccessful project into reality. Okay, and Tesla told that if you only knew the magnificence of 3, 6, and 9, then you will have the key to the universe. So Tesla really uses this number for manifestation, to manifesting that unsuccessful projects, to make his desired projects into reality. Okay, so he really uses this number for manifestation. So that's how this number came. Okay, that's the story of this number. And now we are going to the main part, and that is most people these days are using this number for manifesting their desires, for their dreams to come into reality. And most people are using this method for that to happen, this 369 method. And how they are doing it is they take a white blank paper, okay, and it is said that you have to write down your desire on this paper using 369 method. Like for example, let's say your desire is to get a job. Okay, so you will write that in 369 pattern. Okay, so you will write I want a job 3 times in a row, then 6 times in a row, and then 9 times in a row, and there is time for it. Okay, the first 3 times in a row will be written in the morning, will be written in the morning, and then the 6 times in a row will be written in the afternoon, and the last 9 times in a row is to be written in the night before bed. Okay, so that's the method these people uses, and you have to keep writing until your desire come true. And there is certain amount of pattern of days that you have to write. You have to write up to 3 days, 6 days, 9 days, 12 days, or 21 days, like the numbers which can be divided by 3. And it is said that within 21 days, or 12 days, or 6 days, and for some people within 3 days, these dreams will come into reality. So now we have talked about the story of 369, right? Why Tesla found this number and how this number got into the world. And I have also told people are using this number for manifestation, for manifesting their desire. Okay, so now we are going to talk about what's the specialty of this number, why people are using this for manifestation, what is there in this number, what is its uniqueness, and why Tesla founded it. So let's discuss. So what is the specialty of this number? Why Tesla said that if you only knew the magnificence of 3, 6, and 9, then you will have the key to the universe. If Tesla have to say like this, what is the specialty of this number? Why this number is so special? And mainly, why people are using this as a magical number to attract their desire, to manifest their desires, to make their dreams into reality. So let's discuss the uniqueness of this number. Okay, to understand the uniqueness of this number, we have to see the numeric pattern of the multiplication of the cells. We are all made of cells, right? So here we have to check the number pattern of the cells multiplication, of the multiplication of the cell. Like first there will be one cell, right? Then it become two, then it become four. So that's the pattern cells multiply, right? So that's the pattern of the multiplication of the cells. So in this pattern, something interesting is happening, and that's what makes this 369 unique. And what is that thing? And what is that interesting thing? And the interesting thing is, if we add up this pattern, like first there is one cell, right? Then it become two, then it become four, then 8, 16, 32, 64. That's the pattern. That's the way cells multiply. If we add this, first there is one cell, then it become two, then 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. If we add up these numbers, we can see there is three numbers missing. Three numbers is missing, and that is 3, 6, and 9. Even if it goes infinite and then add up, then also we can see 3, 6, and 9 will be missing. Okay, 3, 6, and 9 will never come here. So something interesting is there in this 369, right? Now let's do that multiplication with 3 in 369. So now what happens? Like first there will be 3, then 6, then 12, 24, 48. Like even if it goes infinite, it will be same value. So what happens here? Here we can see here only 3 and 6 will only come. No other number will come. Only 3 and 6. Even if it goes infinite and then add up also 3 and 6. Let's do that same thing with 6. Let's say first there is 6, then 12, 24, 48, then 96. In this pattern also, in this block also, we can see only 6 and 3 will come. Even if it goes infinite and then we add up, only 6 and 3 will come in this pattern. Okay, so now we are going to the main thing. Okay, and that is, you might have observed in all of this pattern, you might have seen number 9 is not there. We cannot see number 9, right? And 9 is the most important number in this 369. And how it works is, here 1, 2, and 4 is controlled by 3. and it is said that 7, 8 and 5 is controlled by number 6, and these 3 and 6, these both numbers is controlled by 9. That's the structure of 369. So that's why people are using it for manifestation, for manifesting their desires and all, because it's a very powerful number. It's controlling the rest of the numbers, right? 3 and 6 is controlling a huge set of numbers, like 3 and 6 is controlling 3 set of numbers, and the 9 is controlling this 3 and 6. So it becomes the number who controls everything, the controller of everything. So that's why people are using this for manifestation, because each number has certain energy. Like all the things we see, we use in our daily life have the energy of numbers in it. Okay, all the things, even if it is 3, 6, 2, 7, all of these things have different energy. Like 5 can represent your education, 3 can represent your skills, like 7 can represent your spiritual growth, 6 can represent your material gains you want, 1 can represent your royalness, how much royal you can become. Like each number has certain energy. So out of all this number, since 3, 6 and 9 becoming the controller of the numbers, people are using this number for manifestation, to manifest, to control the other numbers and to get the desired things they want. So that's how it's working. Okay, and there are many uniqueness for this number. For example, if we take time, it's 24 hours, right? 2 plus 4 6, 3 6 9 6, 24 hours, 16 minutes, 16 seconds, all have the energy on the time itself, and their time is controlled by these numbers. And the other thing is, if you take a circle, it's 360-degree, right? 3 plus 6 is equal to 9, 9, one of the 369 number. And if we make the circle half, it's 180-degree, 1 plus 8 is equal to 9, again this number. And if we again half it, it's 90-degree, 9 plus 0 is equal to 9, then also this number. And let's take square. Square is 90-degree into 4, right? We get 360. Again 9, 3 plus 6, 9. Let's take another example. Let's take triangle. Triangle is 60-degree into 3 sides, right? We get 180-degree. Again 9. So we can see the energy of these numbers, these 369 numbers, in many aspects. So that's some of the uniqueness of this number. So now we are going to discuss about the energy of this 3, 6 and 9 in astrology. Now we are going to put this energy of 369 in astrology, and let's see how it's working according to astrology. Before looking how it's functioning in astrology, we have to check its energy on numerology too. This 369's energy on numerology. So in numerology, what is the energy of 3 in 369? 3 in numerology is Jupiter, right? So 3 is Jupiter. And what is the energy of 6 in 369? 6 is Venus, right? Numerologically, 6 represents Venus. So astrologically, the energy of 369 is the energy of Jupiter and Venus combined. What happens when Jupiter and Venus comes together? That's the energy of 3, 6 and 9 in astrology. Okay, 3 which is Jupiter and 6 which is Venus. And what about 9 in 369? What's the energy of 9 here? 9 numerologically represents Mars, and according to my observation, it also represents Rahu. Okay, so what is the energy of 9 here? 9 doesn't have any value. 9 actually doesn't have any value. According to my observation, 9 is that empty cup. I would like to call the resultive energy. I would like to call 9 more of a resultive energy, because 9 alone doesn't have any value. 9 is equal to 0, because if we take 1 plus 0, what we get? 1. If we take 1 plus 9, we get 1, because 9 here acts as a 0. If we take any numbers as an example like this, 5 plus 0, 5. 5 plus 9, then also we get 5. 8 plus 0, 8. 8 plus 9, then also 8. So 9 really have that value of 0. 9 have that value of 0. If we take any numbers like this, for example, we get that number itself because it acts as an energy of 0. If you take any number, I would like to call 9 a resultive energy. 9 gives the result based on the number he is with, like 0. Okay, here 9 is that empty cup, an empty bottle filled with the energy of Jupiter and Venus. Jupiter, which is 3, and Venus, which is 6. And now how we can look this 369's energy according to astrology. So let's discuss. So 3 represents Jupiter, right? So what does Jupiter represents in astrology? Jupiter represents many things, right? Your gurus, your teachers, your counselors, your advisors, your jiva, your life. Your life is Jupiter, like your physical health. Jupiter represents many things. But what is the energy of Jupiter here in this 369? And Jupiter also represents resources, like all the natural resources we have, like mountains, trees, all the God gifted things is Jupiter, all the natural things. Ayurveda, all these things is represented by Jupiter. Okay. So in this 369, that is what Jupiter mainly represents. That natural resources, like all the natural resources that we have. It can be the tree, the mountains, the lakes, the rivers, the wood, the stones. All these things is Jupiter. Okay. So that is the energy of Jupiter here in this three, according to astrology, in my research and in my observations. And Jupiter also represents your opportunities, like you getting some opportunities to show your skills. So that opportunities, that different opportunities you are getting in your life to perform your talent, to show your talent, that is also Jupiter here in this 369. And also your skills, Jupiter represents the natural skills, natural talent. Here the skills and experience, all of these things is also Jupiter here. Okay. So now we talked about the energy of 3, energy of Jupiter in 3, 6 and 9. And now let's get to 6. What is the energy of 6 in this 369? So here the energy of 6 is the one who make use of the things provided by the 3, by the Jupiter. For example, I said Jupiter represents natural resources, right? So if let's say Jupiter is a wood, okay, a wood, a natural wood. Venus is the energy who makes a chair out of it or a table out of it. So that's the energy of Venus here. And I said Jupiter represents the talent, right? Your natural talent. So Jupiter gives that natural talent here. Venus is the one who practices and improves those talents. Okay. So that is the energy of 3 and 6 here. And what is the energy of 9 here? Like I told, 9 is equal to 0, right? Like whatever number you add with 9 and also you add that same number with 0, you will get that number itself, which acts as an 0. So what is the energy of 9 here? I would like to call 9 an resultive energy, because 9 alone doesn't have any value. Because if we take 1 plus 9, it's what we get, 1. If we add 1 plus 0 also, we get 1. If we add 5 plus 0, what we get, 5. If we add 5 plus 9, what we get, that also 5. Like this, if we take any number, like this, if you add any number, here you can see 9 really acts as an energy of 0. So I would like to call 9 an resultive energy here, the one who stores these two things. For example, I said Jupiter represents the natural woods, right? And let's say Venus makes a chair out of it. Jupiter gives natural resources, which is wood, and Venus makes a chair out of it. And those two combined, that result is 9. Okay. So whatever things 3 and 6 makes is, so whatever things 3 and 6 is making, that result is 9. That plate, that empty plate, that stores. If that's the case, we can see the whole world is made up of 3, 6, and 9. All the things that we see is existing because some natural resources have been applied on your things, right? So we can see all the things is made up of 3, 6, and 9. 3, which is the natural resources, and 6, which is the one who builds something using that natural resources. It can be wood, it can be with the help of any animals, or with the help of stones. That's the 3. And 6 is the one who makes something out of that natural resources. If that's the case, we can see the whole world is built up by the energy of 3, 6, and 9. All the material things, all those things is 3, 6, and 9. So there are some corrections to make in 369 method. And that is, according to my research and observations in astrology, that 9 doesn't have any value, right? So in 369 method, it is said that 9 is the one who controls 3 and 6, and 3 and 6 controls the rest of the numbers. But according to astrology and my research, that's not how it works. Since 9 doesn't have any value, 9 is just the resultive energy. 9 is just the result of the efforts of the 3 and 6. Okay, 3, which is the natural resources, let's say it's a wood. 6 makes a chair out of it, a wooden chair out of it. So that result is 9, that empty plate that stores that result. Okay, so since there was some corrections on this 369, according to astrology, there is some corrections to make on the way you are manifesting your desire using 369 method. Okay, this is the system most people are following, right? They write their desire, they write down their desire in 3 times a row in the morning, then 6 times a row in the afternoon, and 9 times in a row in the night before bed. So there is a lot of corrections to make, since there were some corrections in this according to astrology on my research. And how to really manifest using the correct method, I will discuss in the next video. So press the bell icon for that, so you don't want to miss that video. Okay, so bye for now. We'll be seeing the next video with another insights. Bye.